could just take this branch and cut it here and put that in a pot and keep it moist, and you'd have a whole new tree. So pomegranates do the same thing. So planting some of those in your landscape is a really great way to go, because when you come and you do your pruning every year, you then end up with 20, 30 trees you can give out to your friends. And like, to me, that is true abundance.
Yeah, it's like a gift.
Yeah, exactly.
I just do a branch.
Really? They're yellow? Whoa, that sounds pretty cool.
So feel free to.
Oh, it's not that tasty?
So feel free to get a little comfy. Some of these seats are a little squirrely. Just kind of makeshift them. I made some tea with hibiscus, lemon verbena, and mint.
Thank you all for joining us.
Keep coming. I gotta make sure I got everybody in this. Oh yeah, you too. You know, a lot of people are just like, oh my god, I have this dandelion root, like, this is such a weed. And then what people don't know is you can actually eat it.
Definitely invite you to take a little pinch of that too for the scent of it.
All sorts of fun stuff around here. Like this one. If you like licorice, very licorice flavor. That's fennel. Ooh, yeah. It's really nice and wild. Beautiful shade too. I mean, it looks gorgeous. You hardly see something like this. So, fun way to grow this and, you know, eat it. Something that's tasty. Yeah, go for it.
Does anyone know this one here?
Lavender.
Close.
I think. Rosemary.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
And the cool thing about all these herbs as well is, for the most part, you know, mint likes a lot of water, though it'll certainly do fine with very little water. But a lot of these are Mediterranean herbs as well, and so they, in a drought year like this, are really great, and they'll actually probably survive without any extra irrigation outside of the rain. And then the bees, the pollinators, really love all these plants. Just about any herb is a good pollination plant. So that brings the bees in, of course, and when they're here, they're also pollinating all of our fruit trees as well. It was pretty cool when that first wave of spring rolled through. Both the apricots were blossoming, and it was like an insect factory. There was so many different types of insects buzzing back and forth on that thing, just having a great time. I was kind of envious.
I found myself, before I'm doing the work that I'm doing now, of doing a lot of that activism type of work, like being out there, going to protest, like getting really angry about the situation. I felt very helpless about that. You know, I felt like I couldn't change things, and I was just like, why? Like, this is absurd. Why aren't people thinking differently? Like, so I was getting angry, I was getting helpless, and I was just like, this is not right. I need to start doing things and redirecting my energy. So I started finding solutions, like getting super charged on that. You know, just like these are the things. These are the kind of people I rather relate with. You know, people are making change, and just I found myself getting more energy at that, and it's just like, oh wow, this is cool. This is more creative. This is fun. You're laughing. You're meditating. You know, you're singing. You're dancing. You're cool, doing cool projects. Like, yeah, how many people can say that they actually went to a city hall lawn, composted it, sheet mulched it in place, and dropped in 17 fruit trees? So later down the years, you know, young folk like yourselves, or even folks that are going to come in after you, are not even going to think twice. They're going to be like, well, of course we have fruit trees instead of lawns. You know? Right? Like, imagine if every house, instead of having a lawn or grass, had just at least one fruit tree. I'm not asking for much, just at least one that grows up, gets nice and tall.
There's so many people peddling fear, selling fear on the planet right now. Like, oh my gosh, like the earth is going to hell in a handbag sort of thing. We're all like, the sky is falling. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And like, if you step into that, like, you're not a very good leader. Like, not many people want to follow you if that's like the story you're telling, right? And like, underneath all this, I think it's really important to acknowledge, like, it's all about the story you tell. Like, who am I, right? You know yourself through a story, right? So what story are you telling? Like, yeah, like, be super clear about it. I don't mean to sugarcoat it. Like, all the systems we rely on to meet our most basic needs are absolutely falling apart. That's real. But like, do you go, oh my gosh, and stick my head in a hole? Or do you go like, there's this incredible opportunity right now, whereas all that falls apart, I get to rebuild the world anew, you know? And like, that's an opportunity we're being handed. And like, it's gonna be challenging in parts, but like, I'm pretty sure this is what we all came here to do.
You yourself are going to be with yourself for the rest of your life. matter what partner you're with, if you find yourself with somebody you're going to get married, you're still going to be with yourself for the rest of your life. Like, no one else thinks like you. Like, you're unique. You're a very unique expression of the universe. So treat yourself with that honor and be like, you know, I am cool. Yeah, I am awesome. I am amazing. Like, try looking at yourself in the mirror and saying those things in the morning when you wake up and you're getting ready to just take on a day, and check how you feel. You know? You're like, you know, I am powerful. I am mighty. I can do this. I am prepared. I am love. You know? I am the new generation. I am going to inherit this planet. I am community. You know, you, again, you know, examples is what changes the world, not opinions. Yeah, I love you guys. Y'all are awesome.
How would you want to start all this? Like, how would you want to take that first step?
Which first step?
Just like, finding out what you want to do. Is it looking on the inside, or is it like looking at your surroundings, or both?